Hey Leo. Alright, I'm coming at you with your reading. I was picking up some stuff, so I stopped shuffling and I just decided to do it. So, Leo's, the first thing I picked up when I was shuffling your cards is you're tiptoeing, and I don't know who from, I don't know what from. You're tiptoeing. And I heard, like, for some of you guys, it's like from people. You're tiptoeing away. You don't want to be involved in any dramatic situations. You're not into it this month. Like, you want to back it up. You want to back it up, but like for some reason you can't escape this tiptoeing. So whatever that is that you are trying to sneak away from, and it can be good or it can be bad, only you know. But I feel like it comes up for you more comical. Like you're trying to tiptoe away from something and it's like you're trying to go behind the scenes. You're just not trying to be noticed, but of course you're a Leo. You're trying to be noticed. But people are noticing you, but it's like there's two people who are noticing you and you're like, "No, I don't want them to notice me." So you're trying to tiptoe away from like the situation, from the problem or whatever it may be, right? Um so that's what I get from you. That's why I had to jumpstart the recording. So I'm gonna lay the cards down. Oh my God! See, no, I pick up the best things for Leo. Always excited to do Leo's reading, and there's so much fire in your reading, and you guys already know. And I feel like, honestly, it's like this reading you guys probably already know. But it's like the reason why I'm here is to channel it through and just to. It's like Leos don't need a reading, right? Leos don't actually need a reading. Sometimes they listen to the readings because it's like you already know, but you need to hear it again so you can get jump started and be in your playful, prancy self, right? Let me go ahead and pull one more card and then we're gonna get started. I'm gonna put this one face down, I promise. So I'm not looking. So this is it for you. We'll read it at the end. Okay. So, tiptoeing around, we've already covered it. Oh my God, Leo. Leos, so, amazing. Let's actually get serious here for a minute. So this is going to be anywhere between right now when you're hearing it. I'm recording it February 13th. It's probably like 1 in the morning, but I'm a night owl and that's okay. This is where I get all my energy from. So, yeah, February 13th, and this is going to go at least a week or two from March, right? This is where we're going to set it. This is where we're going to timestamp it, but it's whatever. Okay, let's go. So, life has just been a blessing. It's been a blessing, and if it hasn't been a blessing for some reason, it's about to be a blessing. And if you can or if you can't feel it coming, oh, it's a coming. Now, just be prepared with all these blessings coming at you. There is going to be a bright light shined at you. Okay? And for Leos, of course, the bright light shined at them is always a good thing. Okay? But when this comes, I do want to hint a little bit of a warning, not to freak you guys out, but when this light is shined at you, you have your own ideas, you have your own creations, you have certain idealisms, right? And this is the way you want your life to be lived. You're a Leo. You have your own field. Let me prance. But yet you're still tiptoeing from people. So who are you tiptoeing from? Don't tiptoe. Don't tiptoe. So anyways, when I was going back to talking about this big old spotlight being shined at you, right? It's going to be very positive. Okay, you are actually in the zone, I'll say, to be able to manifest exactly what you want. Not everything that you want. Not everything that you want. But when it comes to social media, when it comes to anything you're projecting to people, okay, it's going to be seen, it's going to be heard, and it's going to be well accepted, which is beautiful. You guys are great social people. Great social people. You love it. You love it. Even though Even though, like, it's like a Leo can be so bold and brave, or they can be shy like a little kitten, but yet they still have so much to offer. So, I think you guys are taking on the persona of being shy like a little kitten, but like you have a lot to offer, and it's being offered and it's being seen, and so many people are appreciating it. So many people are coming at you, but just be careful because one thing is the ego, and I love you guys for your ego because that's what really pushes you through, and I like it. But the one thing is that there you could be drawing some negative attention to you, and it will pass, of course. Everything, every energy always passes, but you could be attracting some negative energy to you. Now, it might start off really small. I'm gonna get the bad news out of the way first, right? So just bear with me. Yeah, so there's going to be some attention drawn to you. Now, this is going to be favorable by most people. They're going to like what you have to offer. They're going to like what this is that you're showing. But there's going to be some individuals who are very critical and negative. And that might beat you up for a second because they're so critical to maybe make you second guess yourself. But keep doing it, like, keep doing it, no. But keep doing what it is that you're doing. Because right now what you're doing is you're planting the seeds to your life, right? Now, for example, just to put a vision in your head of what I'm seeing for you, because this is what I was shown, was that you, my Leos, are taking a hose, not the best metaphor, but it's a garden hoe, and you're like whack, whack, whack into the ground, right? And you're putting all these big ass holes in the ground, and people are like, Leo, what the hell are you doing? You're putting all these holes in the ground. Are you gonna fill that shit? Like you just kind of left it there for a little bit, and you're like, don't worry about it, you know? Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, hun. And they're like, Leo, like, what the fuck? Like, you know, what are you doing? But what you are doing, what you already started to do, and if you already haven't started to do this, it's going to happen in February, is with those big old with those big old hoes, no, with those big holes that you planted or that you whacked into the ground by your own making, which is very strong of you, right? These holes, you're actually planting seeds, and you've been planting different kind of seeds, and it's like, let's just say in one hole you planted some tomato seeds. You're like, I can use these later on in life and make some salsa. And then all of a sudden, all you need is a little bit of sunlight, and that these tomato plants will grow, right? Well, guess what? You're the sunlight. You dug the holes, you planted the seeds, now you're the sunlight, and now these tomato plants are growing. Perfect. That's what you wanted to happen. So all your ideas are growing, and that's just always on your mind. So whether you're in the stage of actually digging out the holes, or you're in the stage of planting the seeds, or you're in the stage of watching your tomato plants grow, you did it, right? Like, you did it, Leo. You always do it. So awesome. People aren't going to accept it. They're going to say that your tomatoes came out funky, or that they got worms or something weird. And that's why you're trying to tiptoe around the situation. You're not down with that kind of negativity. Anyways, really lame of me to say, but that's the only thing I've seen. But just know, sorry, I'm sick. I'm trying not to sneeze. Okay, so just so you know, this idea that you've been producing or producting or putting into place is growing now, or is going to be growing soon. So be prepared to fully commit yourself to it. And that's going to be something of a deeper meaning, because once you fully commit yourself to it, I'm just telling you right now, it's going to be in your life for a very long time. So just be careful with the seeds you plant, because if it's a relationship, or if it's a new job, or if it's a hobby, or if it's something you're trying to pick up off the ground, just make sure that it's something or someone that you want to be in your life for a very long time, at least a good year, a solid year. That don't seem like a lot for a Leo, but you just wait. So just make sure it's something you're fully committing yourself to. new exercise routine, whatever it is, you know what it is. That's what's on your mind during February, and that's what's getting accomplished, and I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. Anyways, so once this thing starts taking off, and you're seeing it, you're witnessing it, people are going to start contacting you. They're going to really like your idea. They're going to really like what you have to offer them or to offer something. And they're going to be in constant communication with you. There's going to be a lot of talking this month between you and a lot of different people. People you like, personalities. Personalities you haven't really witnessed before. Personalities you haven't dealt with at all. The really bitter ones. But they're so much in charge and they're so good at what they do that, like, their opinions you need to listen to. Even though you do most of the time, like, you get things going, but, like, this is the big dogs now you're talking to, right? Or this is very critical people whose noses are always up in the air and they don't give a shit about you. I think that's what's going to be your challenge, is that all these different people, like, you're so used to all these different people coming into your life and dealing with all these different energies and personalities. But when the big dogs start to come, or the really important things start to come, or the things you kind of like, ooh, I don't really know what that is, and you're like willing to learn, but they're like, well, you don't know enough. Are you ready to take that, like, criticism, Leo? I mean, so yes, this is all very good and it's a smell of roses you're reading. But you have to make sure you're able to take criticism and not get too beat up for a long time about it, not be too egotistic about it, not be too, you're talking to other people negatively. That's a really big thing too. If something bad happens to you, don't say a word about what happened. You can talk about it, let other people talk trash about your own situation, like, to you, like gossip to you, because if you talk trash about somebody, there's so much communication, it's like almost like everybody knows everybody this month, and that can really get you in some trouble if you talk down about somebody. There's a lot of gossip going around, and they will hear your side of the story, so whatever you have to say this month is definitely being heard, good or bad. But what's really cool is that there is a new beginning. You're ready to start that new cycle in your life, right? You're ready. You have all these ideas. You have them written down on paper, or it's like a love situation. You know who you want to be with, and you've spoken your word. And you've told them how you felt, or it's about to happen where you tell them, because if you haven't told somebody how you felt, something's going to come up in the open. It's either going to make it or break it, right? And yeah, it's going to be on your mind for a while. So it's like, if you're planning to get into a relationship, or you're planning to do this new job, or you're planning to start this partnership with somebody, pick up your beautiful idea off the ground, it is going to go and it's going to flourish, good or bad. But right now, in this time being, it's going to flourish. So, like I said, anywhere between February 13th to the first couple weeks of March. I feel like this is going to be going on through March for you. Probably middle of March is going to be more intense, right? Your ideas are all going to be there. And they're not just going to be a thought anymore. They're going to be down on paper. It's like you're doing it. You're living it. And it is a new lifestyle for you. I like it. But the question is, who are you tiptoeing around? Is this maybe a family member? Is this maybe friends? Is this maybe a lover? Whoever it is, be discreet at first about any ideas that you have. And then, like, tell them later, but, like, make it as, like, a surprise. Like a bouquet of flowers. A bouquet. Sorry. I pronounced that very wrong. A bouquet of flowers. And present it to him and be like, hey, this is going to be our life. Don't say, like, look what I did for us. Because that's, like, you lied to them, you kind of snuck behind their back, and then you told them. Even though if it's great or anything, like, just don't. Either it's like, take them along on the journey and tell them every step of the way, or surprise them in a very positive manner. Because it's like, do it for yourself. yourself, of course, always do it for yourself. Because it's like, but I feel like this is more like the critical people who you're tiptoeing around, right, Leo? This is the more family members, don't understand. Friends are so critical. It's probably just because they're jealous, so they're like, yeah, whatever, like, he or she, like, they always do this. Don't ignore that. But I just want you to know, during March, the beginning of March, end of this month, but I feel like through March, but whenever, okay, so, I mean, everyone's gonna be different, right? But, when all this starts blooming and blossoming and becomes a dream, not even a dream, but like your dream becomes a vision, and then your vision becomes reality, it's all going to just make sense to you, and you're gonna be super busy. And that could be another thing too. So it's like two parts of the show, right? First part is you're getting the idea off the ground. People don't understand. People have a lot to say. People are criticizing you. You're talking to the higher ups now. Now you're nervous. Now you don't know what to do. And then it doesn't help because people are like, well, Leo, do you really think you can do it? And you're like, I can do it. You know, like, or you're like, I don't know. And you just blow them off. I think that's how you should be, is like, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Other zodiac signs, we'll see. Watch me, watch Leo. Be in my own spotlight that I created. Not you. But anyways, yeah, you can be a little bit egotistic this month. That's going to be fun. Just don't be egotistic when it comes to people who have been, like, in a business or who have they just know a lot of things. Like, they just, like, honestly, like, they probably know more than you. Like, not trying to be rude or offensive, but, like, if you know this person's, like, very qualified, right, then don't be egotistic. Just be like, I don't know. I just want to see where this goes. Be kind of innocent about it, because you will be innocent. This is all very new for you. So awesome. And don't pay attention to the people, because whether it works out or not, you're going to always find a different path to go down. You know, even if this, like for 50% of you, if this does work out, it's going to be new, it's going to be awesome, you're writing, like, or you're going down that new path. If it doesn't, you're creating a new path. Get what I'm saying? So you're going to do something else, and you're going to make yourself really busy. So here's an oracle card. Here's the last card that I have to tell you about. But anyways, here's the last card that I have to tell you about. I haven't looked at it yet, I promise. It's face down. It's your oracle card. This is what's going to pull the whole reading. This is your message. This is your guidance. Oh my god, I'm like gasping, like, with everybody's reading. It just all makes sense. Here's your message. Movement. And it's this beautiful white horse, this free horse. White is the color of freedom in a non-racist way. Oh my god, please don't, like, scold me on that. But anyways, a white horse is defined, it's supposed to be really pure, and it's supposed to indicate freedom. And it's galloping through a river right now, and it made it to shore. And it's movement, and this card really represents as you just constantly moving forward, moving into stable waters. Not stable waters, but just stability after treading harsh waters for a very long time. So I want you to look at that. Movement. So that was for you, Leo. I hope that made sense. I hope that made you happy, because that made me happy. I like doing your reading. All right, I will... No, I'm sorry. I will see you again in March 2018. Bye.